They say age is just a number, but your presence says even more. There's a light in your eyes, a calm in your soul, a fire in your walk. People pause when you enter, not knowing what it is, but feeling it. This isn't about skincare, this is about the spirit that refuses to grow old. There's something powerful about a heart that refuses to be weighed down by the past. Most people walk through life carrying invisible baggage, old wounds, regrets, betrayals, and disappointments they've never truly released. Over time, that emotional weight begins to show. You can see it in their posture, in their eyes, in the tired way they carry themselves. Their skin loses its glow, their energy fades, and their presence feels heavy. But you're different. You've learned, whether consciously or through painful experience, that holding on to what hurt you doesn't heal you. It only ages you. And somewhere along the way you made a choice. You chose to release, to forgive, to free yourself from the prison of the past. Forgiveness isn't always easy. It doesn't mean pretending the pain didn't happen or excusing what someone did. It means deciding that your peace is more important than your resentment, that your future matters more than your past. You understand that every time you replay an old hurt in your mind, your body reacts all over again, tightening up, releasing stress hormones, shortening your breath. That kind of emotional replay damages your health and steals your joy. So instead of reliving the pain, you learn to let it pass. Not because they deserved peace, but because you did. And in that decision, you unlock the secret that few ever realize. Peace is the ultimate preservative. It doesn't just protect your heart, it protects your body, your mind, your youth. Look around. Think about the people you know who seem older than they are, not because of the number of years they've lived, but because of the weight they carry inside. They wear their bitterness like armor. Their eyes are clouded with what-ifs and should-haves. Their smiles are rare, their spirits tired. That's what unhealed wounds do. But your energy feels different. You carry a certain lightness, a gentleness in your voice, a softness in your expression. That's the glow of someone who has made peace with their story, who has stopped letting the past write their present. It's not that you haven't been hurt, it's that you refused to stay hurt. You chose healing, you chose freedom, and that freedom reflects in your face, your walk, your vibe. Science backs it up. Those who practice forgiveness experience lower blood pressure, better sleep, and healthier skin. Why? Because their bodies aren't stuck in a loop of emotional survival. Instead, their systems are relaxed, in harmony, able to heal and regenerate. That's how you've kept your youth. Not through magic, not through products, but through peace. Through the kind of inner work that most avoid because it's not easy, but it's worth it. When people look at you and wonder why you look younger than your age, why your energy feels so light, it's not about your skincare, it's about your soul care. You've learned to let go of what drains you. You've chosen to travel light. And that choice has become your secret to staying timeless. There's something deep within you that refuses to go dim. While others allow life to slowly put out their light, drowning in routine, stress, or past failures, you carry a fire that still burns. It's in your eyes, in your walk, in the way you speak about life. You haven't given up on wonder. You still look ahead with curiosity, hunger, and a sense that the best chapters of your story are still unwritten. That alone sets you apart. That fire inside of you is what keeps you looking alive, feeling alive, and living with a kind of energy that can't be explained, only felt. Most people let their dreams fade. Somewhere between deadlines and disappointments, they stop believing. They exchange passion for practicality. They settle for comfort and forget about what used to excite their soul. And as they lose touch with that inner spark, you can see it take a toll on them. Their shoulders slump, their voice gets quieter, their steps slower. They begin to age in a way that isn't about the years, it's about the absence of purpose. But you're different. You still wake up with something to chase. You still believe there's more. You're still moved by the idea that your life has meaning, and that belief breathes life into every part of you. That's the thing about passion. It's not just a feeling, it's fuel. It keeps your body moving, your heart open, your mind alive. People who have something to live for are noticeably different. They glow from the inside. Their energy is magnetic. You feel better just being around them. That's how you are. And people might not know your exact story, but they can feel your fire. It's not loud or showy. It's steady, strong, and undeniable. Science has shown that having a sense of purpose can actually slow down the aging process. People with purpose have lower stress, stronger immunity, better mental focus, all things that reflect in how young they appear. Why? Because purpose gives the body something to live for. It tells your mind to keep going, your cells to regenerate, your spirit to rise. That's what's happening with you. While others are simply surviving, you're still living. You haven't let life wear you out, you've let it fuel your evolution. And here's what's most beautiful. Your fire isn't about ego or proving anything. It's not about fame or recognition. It's about knowing deep down that your existence matters. That your journey still has miles to go. That belief keeps you vibrant, it keeps your smile real and your energy fresh. While the world tries to slow down those who dare to dream, you just keep burning brighter. And that is why you look younger than your age. Because you are not just alive, you're awake, and a soul that's awake never fades, it only shines. There's something magnetic about your smile. It's not just the way your lips curve or your eyes light up. It's the energy behind it. Your smile carries warmth, a kind of peace that others can feel. It disarms people. It softens the atmosphere. It makes others feel safe, welcome, and seen. And while most people wear the heaviness of life on their faces, you've made a different choice. You've decided that joy is not something to wait for, it's something to claim. Even on the hardest days, that decision has changed everything about you. It's written into your face, into the way you move through the world, and it's one of the deepest reasons why you look younger than your age. Life doesn't spare anyone from pain. We all go through disappointment, stress, and heartbreak, but what sets you apart is how you've chosen to carry that weight. You haven't let it harden you. You haven't let bitterness take root in your spirit. You've learned that smiling is not weakness, it's resilience, it's power, it's grace. You know that in a world full of pressure and pain, choosing to keep your heart light is an act of courage. You've made a habit of lifting others with your presence, and in doing so, you've kept your own soul alive. And that aliveness, that joy, it shows. Smiling doesn't just make you look better, it makes you better. When you smile, your body responds. It releases endorphins, serotonin, dopamine, all the natural mood boosters that help regulate your system and reduce stress. Your blood pressure lowers, your immune system strengthens, your muscles relax. And it's not just feel-good psychology, it's biological truth. Your smile tells your nervous system, we're safe, we're okay, keep healing. That constant message of peace and optimism reflects in your skin, your energy, and your overall presence. On the other hand, people who frown more than they smile, they age faster, and you can see it. Stress leaves marks. It settles in the lines around their mouth, the tension in their jaw, the tightness around their eyes. And the saddest part? Many of them don't even realize they've stopped smiling. They've become so used to carrying pain that they don't remember what it feels like to radiate joy. But you haven't forgotten. You still laugh, you still find beauty in small things. You still allow yourself to be moved, to be grateful, to celebrate life, and that energy keeps you young. Even on your toughest days, you've found a way to smile through the tears, to breathe through the stress, to rise above what tried to pull you down. That strength is rare, that joy is divine, and people may not always understand it, but they notice it. They see you and wonder what your secret is. They look at your face and feel something different, something ageless. And the truth is, it's not a product or a treatment, it's your spirit. It's a decision you've made every single day to choose joy, over bitterness, peace over pressure, gratitude over complaint. That decision has made all the difference. That decision is what keeps you glowing. Fear has a way of creeping into people's lives and stealing everything vibrant. It robs them of joy, silences their dreams, and locks them in patterns of hesitation and doubt. For many, fear becomes a quiet habit, one that lives in their decisions, their routines, and eventually their identity. It keeps them stuck in the familiar, afraid to try, afraid to fail, afraid to live fully. You can see it on their faces, the constant worry, the tension in their jaw, the hunched shoulders, the tired eyes. It's as if fear is slowly pressing down on them, aging them more than time ever could. But you've chosen differently. Yes, but you've refused to let it lead you. You've stared it down and moved anyway. And that courage has carved something extraordinary into your soul. Freedom. Living without fear doesn't mean you never feel it. It means you don't surrender to it. You've decided that fear won't be the author of your story. You've chosen to chase your dreams even when they seemed far away, to speak your truth even when your voice trembled, to walk into the unknown even when the outcome wasn't guaranteed. That bravery has given you something most people long for. Aliveness. Real, vibrant, useful energy that can't be bottled or faked. It's the kind of energy that turns heads, the kind that makes people say, there's something different about you. What they're sensing is the absence of fear's grip on your spirit. You don't let fear decide how you show up in the world. You walk with presence. You speak with conviction. You move through life with a confidence that isn't arrogant, it's anchored. Because you've learned that on the other side of fear is freedom, and freedom doesn't age. It expands, it uplifts, it glows. When you're free, your body relaxes, your breathing deepens, your mind clears. That sense of inner ease protects your health, sharpens your mind, and gives your face a softness that stress could never produce. While others carry the stiffness of fear in their muscles and the tightness of anxiety in their eyes, you move lightly, because you've chosen courage over comfort. Science supports what your soul already knows. Chronic fear and stress flood the body with cortisol, weaken the immune system and accelerate aging. But when you let go of fear, or when you face it head on, your body shifts from survival mode to growth mode. Your heart beats more steadily, your nervous system calms, your body begins to heal. That calm, that strength, it reflects in your skin, your eyes, your energy. That's why you don't just look young, you feel young. Every time you've chosen to rise instead of retreat, you've rewritten your story. You've trained your mind to see possibility instead of threat. And because of that, you radiate the kind of presence that others can't ignore. It's not just beauty, it's bravery. That fearlessness, that freedom, that fire to live without holding back. That's why you look younger than your age. Because you're not just surviving time, you're dancing with it. While the world chases outer beauty, creams, diets, filters and facades, you've discovered a deeper truth. That real youth, lasting beauty and ageless energy begin from the inside out. You don't just work on your appearance, you take care of your soul. And that inner peace, that emotional balance, that mental clarity, that's what shines through and makes you look years younger than your age. You've learned to guard your mind from toxic thoughts, protect your heart from heavy energy, and surround yourself with people and environments that lift your spirit. That kind of discipline, it's rare, and it shows. Most people live in reaction, reacting to stress, negativity, and chaos. They absorb the energy around them without realizing it's draining them, aging them, dulling their light. But you've become intentional about your internal environment. You reflect, you journal, you meditate, or maybe you just take quiet moments for yourself. Whatever your method is, you've built a sanctuary within, a place that the world can't shake. And when your inner world is calm, your outer world transforms. Your energy feels lighter, your skin glows naturally, your eyes look clearer, People can't quite explain it, but they feel it. You've also learned to detox emotionally, to release what doesn't serve you instead of carrying it around like invisible weight. You don't let grudges sit in your chest. You don't replay the same negative loop in your mind day after day, and because of that, your nervous system stays calmer, your body stays healthier, and your face doesn't carry the stress lines that come from internal conflict. While others age from the inside out, you've learned to heal from the inside in. That's the real anti-aging secret. A peaceful mind, a quiet spirit, and a heart that's not burdened by what it can't control. Your relationship with yourself is sacred. You've learned to speak kindly to yourself, to cheer yourself on, to comfort your wounds instead of criticizing them. That inner kindness reflects outwardly. It makes your presence softer, more magnetic. People feel safe around you, not because you say the right things, but because your energy is genuine. You don't carry fake confidence or overcompensate with noise. You're grounded. And roundedness keeps you youthful, it keeps you clear, it keeps you whole. That's why your energy doesn't feel chaotic. That's why time seems to pass you by gently, because while others are running from themselves, numbing themselves, distracting themselves, you've gone inward. You've cleaned up the mess most people avoid, and that inner order creates outer grace. It shows in your patience, your presence, and your poise. People wonder what your secret is, why you seem untouched by the storms of life, but the truth is simple. You've mastered the art of tending to your soul. And a well-tended soul never ages. It only deepens in beauty. So now you know, it's not magic. It's not some rare gene. It's not a skincare secret hiding on a shelf. The reason you look younger than your age, the reason people keep wondering what your secret is because you live differently. You are different. You've made choices that most people are too tired, too bitter, or too afraid to make. You've chosen peace over resentment, passion over routine, joy over stress, courage over fear, inner healing over outer appearance. And those choices, they've preserved you. While others carry their pain in their posture and their fears on their face, you've decided not to wear your wounds. You've chosen to let go, to breathe, to move forward with grace, and in that grace you've found freedom. A freedom that shows, a freedom that radiates, a freedom that defies the number of candles on a birthday cake. Because youth isn't about age, it's about how you carry your spirit, and your spirit, my friend, is light, it's joyful, it's unburdened. You glow because you refuse to stay bitter. You move with passion because your soul still burns with purpose. You smile even through tears because you believe in the power of joy. You walk with courage because fear doesn't hold your leash. You've taken care of your mind, your heart, your peace, and in return, they've taken care of you. That's why people stop and stare. That's why strangers assume you're younger. That's why your presence stands out in a world full of worn-down energy. Because you're not just alive, you're awake. And when someone is truly awake, they shine in a way that time can't touch. So the next time someone asks, how do you do it? What's your secret? Just smile, because now you know the truth. The real secret isn't found in a mirror, a product, or a number. It's found in the way you live, the way you love, the way you let go. It's in the fire you've kept alive, the joy you've refused to surrender, the peace you've chosen to protect. And as long as you keep living this way, with light in your eyes and purpose in your soul, you'll never truly grow old. You'll just keep becoming more radiant, more powerful, more you.